Today, I'm going to be going over a live demo of our student app. So we're going to go over things like how a student from the app would be able to view your college and center announcements, how they would go about making an appointment, the messaging center within the app, how they can view their own attendance logs through the app, class schedules, complete surveys, and then also that social wall that Nick had mentioned as well. So I'm signed in as the student Chris here, so this is going to be again a student's perspective. So once I sign into the app, I'm going to first be able to see the announcements. So it gives me the Chad's University, so it gives me the college announcements. Now if I scroll over, I can see all the individual center announcements as well. Now if I want to expand, maybe it's a large announcement or there's a lot of text and image, embedded video, I can actually expand the announcement to see the full announcement here. Okay. So again, just like from the browser, the student can see your announcements right through the app. Now the next section would be my upcoming appointments, and I don't currently have any. So I'm going to go. I'm going to kind of show you here in a second how a student would go about viewing their upcoming appointments, but also how they would go about making their own appointment. The next section would be your messaging. So if you're messaging a student or students messaging staff, the student be able to see those messages here. It does allow them to view the message and even reply from here. And we're going to get more into this as well and right now. So as soon as I view a message, I can reply straight from here and send a message, or I can view all messages here by inbox, but also now students can see their sent messages as well. So I can see every message that I sent, when I've been speaking with other staff or admins from your center. This also gives the student the ability to filter messages. So if there were a lot of messages, I could filter which messages were from certain individuals or that had a certain subject. And then last, I can actually write a totally new message. So I can say this message is going to go to Jim. I'm just going to send it to Jim here. Subject message, and I'm able to send right through the app. And in a little bit, we're going to kind of go over notifications. So every time I receive a message, I'm actually going to get a notification that a new message has been received. So the next section is the pending surveys. So I know Nick showed in the menu, pending surveys can be completed there, but if there is a pending survey, they will be listed here. I can see a full list of all the surveys, or again, from the dashboard, I just simply click on one, and now I'm able to answer a survey, again, straight from my own device. Once I complete the survey, obviously, it's no longer going to be in that pending survey section. So now we're going to get into appointments, which is really, the next section. But from the dashboard, I can actually click on the appointment button, which will show me all of my upcoming appointments. Now, if I don't have any, it's going to look something like this, where I can then say, okay, I want to create one. If you have multiple centers, the student's going to be able to select the center they want to book. If you had any type of note you wanted the student to see upon making their appointment, like maybe you're a writing center and you want students to attach their document to the appointment for the writing specialist to see, you can have that message pop up here. So again, any message that you want. Then I choose the service. I'm going to choose a virtual service. I'm going to kind of show you how a student can book an online, in this case, tutoring appointment. And I'm going to choose from one of my currently enrolled courses that are offered as an online tutoring service within the Student Success Center. Once I click next, just as if I was doing this through the browser, it allows the student to choose, a staff member or even change the duration. So all the same rules, restrictions, and options that the student has always had through the browser, they're going to have here within the student app. Now, let's say I want, I don't know, we'll do Fred, or we'll do Gary today at 1:30. So I choose who and what time I want to book the appointment. Click next. This is where I can leave notes, comments on the session. I can attach my file. If I want to attach my paper, it recaps the appointment, allows me to click confirm, And this is, again, the time where the student and the staff member are going to be receiving their email reminders, or confirmation email reminders, and text reminders. And now if I go back to the dashboard, we'll see upcoming appointment actually has the appointment that we just made right on the dashboard. So if I had multiple, I could be able to scroll through them just like I can with the announcements here. So I could be able to see all of my appointments, but this lets me know I'm meeting with Gary at the Student Success Center, but it's for online tutoring. So the student's going to be receiving a link via confirmation and email reminder. Students also can join their virtual sessions from their devices as well. So there will be a join session button here when it's within the window of the session, and it will allow me to join the Teams, Google Meet, or Zoom session straight from my phone. Now, one other thing I wanted to kind of show is when the student does have upcoming appointments, they are able to click on them. This is where they can reschedule the appointment, cancel the appointment, or they could add additional notes or notes to the appointment itself here. And so essentially the same things they were able to do through the browser, just a little easier for the student to do them from the app itself. Now we're going to get into the social wall. And I know Nick briefly went over the social wall. What you're seeing as soon as a student, as soon as I click on the social wall, I'm seeing posts from channels that I've subscribed to. So like the Student Success Center has their own channel, and I'm able to see a post that says, "Welcome to the Student Success channel. Please use the channel to ask questions." So your center can have its own channel to post, announcements or allow students to engage with your center through the social wall. Now, this student is also enrolled in a course that has a class channel, and we're going to go over this as well. So I'm a part of this American government course. So I'm actually in a channel where I can see a post was made just simply welcoming me to the class channel. So as soon as they go to the social wall, they'll be able to see, again, posts from channels they're subscribed to. I'm going to go to the various channels. Or really, these are the channel groups or channel types. But we'll look at a public channel. So a public channel would be something that everyone has access to, in which maybe you would set up, a place where students can sell textbooks, or, again, this is just for an area where anyone would have access to join this channel and engage. Now we also have center channels. So for your center, and I think that this is something that can be very important. You can create a channel for your center. And again, to get out additional announcements, so you can make any type of post. It could also allow students to ask a question within your center channel, in which staff will be able to assist through the channel itself. Okay. And we're going to go over some of the other channels here as well. We do have class channels. This has been really a neat channel as well that allows students enrolled in a certain class to have a dialogue, right? So if I'm enrolled in this college algebra course and I have other students that are also subscribed to this channel, we're going to be able to discuss things that happened in class, possibly share notes. We can even create study groups from this channel. And what those would be your group channels. Your group channels are private, so you could even start your own private channel. And again, a good use of that private channel would be for students to create study groups from the class channels. And then we have global channels as well. Global channel is going to be a channel that's available to everyone. This is a great place for academia administrators to discuss certain topics. So you'd be able to go in here and ask, other academia admins, like, how do they handle this, or what data are you importing, what demographics are you tracking? So it gives you the ability to engage with other academia admins across the United States. Now from here, so these are just channels that I'm actually subscribed to already. If I wanted to join another channel, I click on Join Channel, and if there would be a list of available channels that I can join. Here, I would just click on them and simply join that channel. Students can, unjoin a channel, right? So I can actually, if I don't want to see the content from a certain channel, I can unjoin. and it will then go back into the section of channels that I can join again. They also have the private channels is something that allows you to give a code or a QR code and allows students to join those private channels from a special private code or a QR code that they can scan to join the channel for those private channels. So to create a channel, I just simply click on create, and I'm able to create a channel type. So I can say whether it's public, class, group, or global channel. I can give it a name, a description. I can even say how long do I want this channel to be open. So it could be things like, the current semester or forever. And I could even select an image to represent this channel. So for your center channels, you can have an image of your center as your center channel image. I'm going to get out of the social wall, and we're going to now move over to the searching of the social wall. So again, if I click on search, I'm able to search any type of keyword in case I want to go find a particular post that was made or that I saw earlier and I want to go reread it. I can also click on and create a new post. So I can say, hey, I want to add a post to the Student Success Center channel, and I can add my post. I can attach a document, and I can make a post to that particular channel. Now, if you're managing a channel, or we're going to go over different notifications, but if you're managing a channel and someone were to post on your channel or comment on one of your comments or comment on one of your posts or like your post, you're going to receive a notification. Now, there's many other notifications that you receive as well, such as like, okay, when I made an appointment with the tutor, I received a notification that a new appointment has been made or that I made the new appointment. I can also see things like, we'll scroll down here. Lots of appointments have been made, I guess. Whenever I'm added to a channel, I get a notification. Again, whenever someone comments on my post or comments on my comment or replies to my comment or likes my comment, I'm going to receive a notification. If I have a pending survey, I receive a notification. So we actually added a bunch of new notifications, and then again, we added the notifications section for students. I know Nick briefly went over the menu items. There are a couple of things within the menu that's not part of the dashboard and the options at the bottom. So again, I can access like my account, access the social wall from here, pending surveys. I can also see my class schedule. So if I had any scheduled classes, which I think I just didn't have any for this particular week, but it actually will show me the courses I'm enrolled in and a schedule of my classes, when I actually have class. So students can see their class scheduled through here. Again, they can see their appointments, their messages, notifications. They also can run basically like a report of their own visits. So they can see things like, well, when did I come in to the Student Success Center? Who did I meet with? What did I come in for? So I can see all my past visits. It also allows the students to then filter out a time period, a particular center. So if I only care about when I went to the advising center to see my advisor, I could filter out only visits for that location. I could even filter out who I met with for which course or which service, and I can apply these filters and only see that data that I want to see. So this is great for students who have required hours, required visits. They're going to be able to log into the app or the browser and be able to see, well, when did they come in and who did they meet with and for how long, to see if they've met that or any type of requirements they may have. Or it could be extra credit that they're receiving for one of their courses.